Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to continue my career. So let's quickly view my career statistics. I just wanted to go through them. So far I'm sitting on 21 kills. I should say like air-to-air kills, 6 ground kills. My rank is Major. And these are the awards which I've been awarded so far. So Iron Cross second class, Iron Cross first class, and for the last mission it was given the German Cross in gold for one of the last missions. So let's load the carrier, the Operation Typhoon, and let's see what's waiting for us now. The mission, 15 November 1941, Stukas are going to hit Bolshevik positions southeast of Kalinin in preparation of the attack of the panzers. Your task is to make a fighter sweep in front of their attack. Chase away all enemy fighters. Haus und Beinbruch. Okay. So there should be some Stukas operating in this area, and of course they are like quite vulnerable against the enemy fighters. So I should keep an eye on them. Let's go into the aircraft customization. Okay, that's the camo, but switch off the symbols and let's put the machine guns under my wings. Okay, so I'm ready. I'll be flying north part, then it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 back home. So almost like 2 circles in this area. Probably the Stukas will be operating here somewhere southeast from the Kalinin. Southeast. Okay, it's also here. Okay, so let's jump into the cockpit and let's see how it goes. I've noticed that the visibility will be good, so there is like clear weather. During the winter, there should be usually a nice visibility, just because of the low temperatures. I can see the Stukas flying in the distance already. There are like 4, 4, 4, and 4. Seems like 16 Stukas are flying there. Yeah, 4x4 basically. So 16 aircrafts altogether. Let's go for the takeoff. I can hear some shooting. I don't know whether it is like some practice shooting on some shooting range, or is it the front line? Let's take off. Let's take off from the taxiway already. It's quite nice, safe of some time, so why not, right? Okay, it's not the group of 4 groups of 4. It's 3 groups of 4, 1 group of 3, so it's not 16, it's just 15 aircraft, but it's ideal to have like some measure or some volume before they almost hit me with the flare. I'm pretty sure they were aiming for me. Okay, I can see 2 SC bombs, probably the 50 kilograms under the wings, and 1 SC 250 bomb under the fuselage. Oh, I have to be more careful not to collide into them. Okay, I will definitely need to keep them in a space. Look what he's doing. Okay, let's fly away. One of them fly very evasive, so I can keep an eye on them, but let's keep some distance, definitely. It's very hard for me to see them. Or I should say I can't see them, not just it's hard for me to see them, but I basically cannot see them now. I lost visual with them. No, I don't know where they are, so let's activate the map. They are still somewhere behind me, but I do not see them. Two or three of them collided. There they are. Okay, I can see them now. So I've lost 2 of them already. This seems to be a generic problem of this Typhoon missions, that they are somehow flying too close to each other, so they are constantly colliding into each other. So if and 2 of them are going to collide very soon. I can see how close they are flying. So if I will be reflying this mission, I will definitely need to move their trajectories kinda away from each other, or just to increase the separation. This first group is like completely mixed together, so I expect some collisions in this first group again. They are flying very close to each other. Okay, 3, 4, and the first group is consisting of 6 aircraft, so it's like 13 aircraft together out of 15, so it's okay that we lost like 2 of them already. Okay, up high there are like two 109s. It's my number 3 and number 2. Oh, that's the front line. But I've lost visual with these two guys. I can't be in their altitude yet, for sure, but okay. There they are. Very good visibility, I can see them literally for quite a long range. Meantime, seems like these Stukas are climbing, which is really great. I'd like to see them at higher altitude. So the yaks need to climb if they want to reach them. And very unusual for me is that there should be like 15 of Stukas and only 3 109s are like escorting them, so that's really a bad idea. I can imagine that there will be like definitely more fighters, like really nice. Can't see them again. Very easy for me to lose the visual. Just a slight like deviation, couple of degrees during the climb and the descent, and I'm flying like different direction than the rest of the group. Okay, seems like we are approaching steer point close to the Kalinin. Okay, this first group is pretty much mixed together. It's like two groups, but they are flying very close to each other. Unlike the others, they are like quite good separated. The Junkers 87 Stuka was meant to be a attack aircraft. Adolf Hitler itself was expecting quite a lot from this aircraft, so he was very let's say attack aircraft and bomber aircraft positive. He wasn't that for the fighters, and he was expected basically too much from this aircraft. So he thinks that it's like enough if you have like rear gunner, pretty decent forward speed. So I should say it's like 200 knots. It's should be like the maximum flight speed. But he was well aware that this aircraft will be like quite good in the combat against some ground targets. So some combat effectiveness will be really high. But the design of this aircraft was very obsolete, not very modern. Like for example, this landing gear has wasn't retractable, was like solid, so you were unable to retract the landing gear, for example. Therefore, the speed was quite low, for example, and also the rear gunner with just one machine gun was 7.92 millimeter machine gun was basically not enough to defend like your rear hemisphere quite effectively. I can see some fire coming probably from the front line, so there is some fight going on. Up in the sky there are my two wingmans, and in the distance I can see some shell tracers flying here then. Okay, just to return to the Stuka, basically this aircraft was very successful in the Poland campaign, during the Poland, just because there were like no serious opponents in the sky, so Germany has like the air superiority in the skies or in the air. The same stands for the France, whereas the France has like quite significant air force, but they were quite like unorganized, very chaotic, and definitely not as strong as the Royal Air Force, for example. So also Stukas, when combining with the ground forces, like in let's say blitzkrieg tactics, was very successful. And the same stands for the Eastern Front. So the early stages of the Eastern Front war, or the war between the Germany and the Soviet Union, or the Barbarossa, basically the Stukas were quite successful just because there were not enough fighters in the air on the Soviet side, or they were like not equal to the German fighters, were like unable to even climb and catch Stukas, if I'm talking about Polikarpov 16, for example. So they were much slower than the than the other fighters, for example. So also Stukas were quite successful in the early stages of the war, but in the later parts, when there came like some modern Yaks, for example the Yak 9, Lavochkin 5, Lavochkin 7, definitely this Stuka was not enough to compete with them, and was an easy prey. The same goes for the Battle of Britain. Basically, the Stukas were like very easy prey for the Hurricanes, Spitfires. So no big deal for the British pilots to shoot them down, and they were quite unsuccessful. So Stuka can operate in the air superiority. Definitely, it's quite good, quite okay. But definitely you can't expect too much from that aircraft when there is like no air superiority in that area. The same goes, for example, for the A-10 nowadays, whereas basically the aircraft is good enough in the asymmetric conflicts of today, but I can't imagine to act in the combat area which is saturated by the AAA, some systems, some enemy fighters. And basically the war on the Ukraine also shows that the Su-25 or Su-29 were also like unable to operate in such areas. They had like really high casualties, high losses. So that's the attack aircraft, which basically needs like the air superiority in that area, and then they can provide some closer support. Maybe the Su-25 is even better in such like, let's say, non-air superiority areas, just because of its speed, than the A-10, for example. But unlike the A-10, it lacks like so many. It can't carry so many weapons, for example. So the A-10 is like basically has higher. How to say it? Higher payload capacity, higher endurance in the air, so can provide the closer support for longer period of times. Both of them are like very similar to each other, and both of them are like quite different in some aspects, in some ways from each other. Both of them were designed on the same purpose, of the same job, but with quite different approach. Okay, I'm flying above the front line, so let's see what's going on. So there is some fire coming on the other side, and it seems that someone is firing from the east to the west. So must be a Soviet unit. So maybe why not to go there and check the situation, whether I can help somehow. Still quite intensive fire. If I look at these tracers coming from the ground, it's very impressive how. I don't know what kind of system is that, but it's really impressive. Okay, there's a flak also. I think I'm being targeted right now. Finally, a really decent battle here, so I enjoyed it. Seems like I didn't hit him. Or I wasn't that successful. What are these? Are these like parachutes in the distance? Let's check them. I saw there like a couple of flying objects. Now I can't see them. No, I do not see anything here. Let's check my 6. Seems okay. And we have some company here. So, yaks are here. Looks like yak 1 or yak 3. I will check it later. Just need to climb a little bit and fly away. Okay, let's see it once again. Oh, it's lag. It's already lag. Lag 3 series. And they are in Bf-32. Bf-32 flying north. Bf-32, so they are here. So the Stukas are starting the attack, which is great. This this Lagg 3 was the first like serious construction of the 3 constructors. It was like Lavochkin, Gudkov and Gordunov or something like that. So they started to prepare such aircraft. The later evolution was the Lag 5 with the radial engine. And if you compare the overall shape of the Lag 3, at least the rear end of it, I will show you. So if you compare the rear end, the tail, the wings for example, you can definitely... Okay, these radio messages are quite annoying for me, but I need to shout into the microphone just to hear myself. So basically you can see some shape of the Lavochkin 5 already here. So it was like Lag 3 was the first one, then the Lag 5 with the radial engine, and then the Lavochkin itself made like this Lavochkin 5, and later on the Lavochkin 5 FN variant and Lavochkin 7. Very famous, very powerful and very like amazing aircraft. Meantime, I can see these Lags in the distance. They are just below the sun. So I'm going to keep an eye on them. Seems like it's 4 of them, but I'm not sure if this number didn't go through all of these air threats. I'm going to keep an higher altitude for me. And seems like they are going for the Stukas. They are simply flying, continuing fly north. Just for the Stukas. Oh, they are turning into me now. Or maybe not just into me, but also into these 2 109s here. Oh, it's not 109s. It's also Soviet aircraft. So I'm feeling oh, what a luck it was. He's going vertical, which is definitely a mistake. He's not that fast. It seems like this is the P-40B Tomahawk, and someone is shooting at me from the back. So we have the Lux here, and we have the P-40s as well. Okay, I need to fly away. If you ask me about this mission, I don't like the idea that I'm here with 3 109s against at least 6 enemies. I saw these 4 P-40s, and then I saw like this Lux as well. I can see a black smoke behind me. Let's fly home. Look at this, it's like 8 enemies behind my tail. Really great situation. I don't like these transparent trees below me. It's hard to see their altitude. And I'm running out of fuel. I just saw the red thirsty eye to go on, or to lead on, so I'm running out of fuel. I'm not sure where are the... Okay, I'm already behind the... almost behind the enemy, behind the Allied lines. Slightly hard to control my aircraft. I need to... Okay, and the engine is off, and there are trees below me. And I can glide probably out of this forest, hopefully, and go for the emergency belly landing. Okay, let's see. Okay, phew.